Well, the SAT is actually longer than the ninth grade version. There's a ninth grade version, which is a little shorter and a little easier, and a 10th grade version, which is a little bit longer and a little bit harder, and then the 11th grade version, which is the real one, which is the longest and probably the hardest. I think it's probably 3.5 hours. It's just a little longer. It's not significantly longer.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like 6
No,
hours.
they're not.
Daryl.
Everybody's gonna be done by lunchtime.
Oh.
It's more that well, no, because it's time. You can't work ahead. You can't work behind. It's a time test. Math, English. Yeah. And there's reading and writing in English, but you don't write it. Questions about grammar and things like that. And writing questions like, is this a good topic sentence kind of questions? And then reading, read and understand. And then math, good calculator and not calculator. Okay. Yeah, I would recommend it, but you can. I don't know. I don't think it said I don't recommend it. No, it's a little harder, but yeah. Not yet. Okay. Then the last Thursday before you go to fall break, the last class we're gonna take the grammar midterm. The grammar midterm is also a big grade. It's bigger than the grammar quiz. The grammar midterm has comma, semicolon, comma, fanboy, semicolon, semicolon transition, and then it's gonna also have apostrophes. And we're gonna start talking about apostrophes next class.
So what's the regular grammar quiz?
The regular grammar quiz is just what we've been covering for the last month and a half in grammar.
So then the last one is.
We're gonna add adding apostrophes and adding some questions that look like the practice we did last class with the paragraphs. That's on this big grammar. Yes. Nope. Only if you take the big one. Only if you take the real one. No, they're not. That's the AP test. Or about it. That's the TSL.
Wait, what's money?
You don't have to pay anything. We're sponsoring it for you. Don't worry. All right. Let's do vocab. We've got 5 new words. We got a vocab quiz on Tuesday. We're not sharing food. So your food is your food, guys. Your food is your food. You can't steal it. You can't have it.
Oh.
Yeah, no. All right. We're not sharing food. Be careful on that chair. Those chairs slipped and then you'll fall and hit your head.
I've been doing this for like 5
Well, would you stop them? Because those chairs break too, and then I know, but let's break the addiction. Let's break it.
Yeah.
All right, first vocab word of the day. This is number 11 on your word list. We already given you the first 10. This word is eminent. Eminent with an E. It sounds a lot like a word you may have heard, which is imminent.
Imminent?
Imminent. Imminent means it's going to happen soon if you start with an I, and that's not the word we're using. We're using the word eminent with an E. Eminent with an E means famous. It's well known, outstanding, distinguished. Illustrious means maybe people will tell stories about you. It's a big deal if you're eminent. Yes. Eminent is a big deal. Yeah, you can be an eminent scientist. You can be an eminent writer. You can be an eminent person who's talented in a particular field. But people are eminent. Not things aren't eminent. People are. So, how would you remember this word? Yeah. Eminem? Like the rapper? Yeah. That's why most people decide they're going to remember it, because he is famous, he is outstanding, he is distinguished in his field. People can tell stories about him. Eminem the rapper. Eminem.
What about Eminem the food?
Eminem the food, if you really want to talk about the big green guys in the commercial, the cartoon M&Ms, you can say they're famous.
I know, but wouldn't M&Ms be eminent?
Yeah, but usually people are eminent. And so that's why I'm thinking the cartoon characters of the M&Ms, you could use that too. Yeah.
So it's people?
It's usually people who are eminent, yeah. I can't think of anything that's not even a person who's eminent.
Are you eminent?
A dog.
I am not. I'm not famous. Yeah, usually you're well known, like beyond where you were, like well known. All right, next word. Our next word today is cover. P-A-U-P-E-R, pauper.
I thought I said pill.
I know, it looks weird. A pauper is an extremely poor person. It's somebody who might be destitute. So extremely poor means like ridiculous poor. You're not just poor, you're really poor. If
Like
you're a pauper.
homeless?
Like homeless? Potentially.
Where's your lower?
No paper.
Yeah. And that's one way to remember. No paper. You got no paper, you're a pauper. Yeah.
I got paper.
Yeah, we're talking about paper cash.
Oh.
You ain't got that either?
Well, yeah, you should look at it.
Okay. Destitute. One of the synonyms is destitute. You might see that word around too. That's just a person who's really poor. So you're just really poor. You know, I this word is an old-fashioned word, but I actually read it in an article that was written recently, and I'm like, wow, I didn't expect to see this old-fashioned word. The word pauper. Robert, yeah, when you were a child, you probably saw a movie with this storyline. You have a well-known, famous person. It could be a prince or a princess, and they're really unhappy. And then they're walking down the street one day, and they run into somebody who looks just like them. And so they switch places. What? Has anybody ever seen that movie? Or a few of you have. Well, there's lots of variations on the movie. It's the plot line that I'm talking about. You have somebody rich, somebody poor, they see each other, they look alike, they swap places and live each other's lives, right?
Isn't it called the sister swap or something?
There's about 5 or 6 totally different movies that have that exact same
With
storyline.
the Austin twins.
Yeah. And usually, and it comes because the story, when Charles Dickens, a writer in the 1800s, wrote a story called The Prince and the Pauper, and that was the storyline. Now people just take that movie and remake it a billion different ways. But most people have seen a version
What's
of
your favorite movie?
I don't have a favorite movie. Prince and the Pauper. So Pauper's really poor, you know paper. Any other ways to remember Pauper? Poor? Yes.
Sounds like proper, but it's not.
Okay.
Like,
It's hard to be proper when you're a pauper, right?
Yeah.
You can't start to be all proper if you don't have any money. All right, next word, pilfer.
Whoa.
these are all P's
A
today.
lot of keywords this time. Pilfer is to steal in small quantities. So if you pilfer something, it's a crime, so don't do it. But it's a different ways of stealing. So if you steal something in a large hunk and you like take everything somebody has,
It's like I
that's not
pickpocket
pilfering.
something.
Pickpockets pilfer. Or if somebody just took a couple dollars and not a whole lot of cash, that would be pilfering. Pilfering is taking small amounts and not the whole load at once. A penny at a time, sure. So if you pilfer from a petty cash box, or if you have a job and you steal $1 or $2 here and there, you probably will get caught sooner or later, and then you'll probably be arrested for fraud, and you'll be in trouble. And
That's an L.
That's a no, bro. Imagine getting caught.
Ooh, well, $1 here, $1 there. Yeah, don't steal from your workplace. That's the bottom line. Don't steal from your workplace.
You'll find out.
It doesn't end well.
Do they supply staples for you?
Yeah.
But why would you steal from a place that's fake? If
Well,
you just do that, you're just.
yeah. Like Target. Don't steal from them. Do? Don't. What? Yes.
Dude, I missed the
Don't steal from anything.
Oh, God.
Okay, how do you remember pilfer? How do you remember pilfers?
Aladdin.
Small quantity. Aladdin? Aladdin pilfers? Not Miss Aladdin, but Aladdin.
I love Aladdin.
The movie.
I miss Aladdin.
We're not talking about Aladdin this month. I'm talking about the movie.
No, but like Aladdin.
I don't know anything about this.
Isn't Aladdin in Pakistan?
We got deported. He got deported.
No, he didn't. Did he?
Yeah,
he
did.
No,
he did.
He hasn't gone to school yet.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
sure
should
about
have
that. They tell the school what's
He has not told the school he's not enrolled there.
He snaps me while he's
Why he's
not
not
wanting to.
He is enrolled in the school. I just don't know where he is. What were we gonna say about pilfers?
Pakistan.
Stop snitching.
Like a pill, like they're small.
Yeah,
They come
small
in
thing.
large
Those are small
quantities,
things.
and you take pills in small quantities.
Small quantity, very good. All right, next word. Semblance. Semblance is a likeness or outward appearance. So What word does that look like?
Resemblance.
It looks like a resemblance. What does it mean to resemble something? To look alike. This word means to seem like or look like as well. So a semblance is the appearance of. So usually have the word in front of it and the word of behind it if you're going to use semblance in a sentence. So you have a semblance of calm, a semblance of dignity, a semblance of, an appearance of is what it means. So if you're to use the word semblance in a sentence, you're really replacing the appearance of. Those are the replacement words for semblance. But it is very similar to resemble, which is a good way to remember it. You just can't use the same in the same sentence. Anybody else on this word?
So that means like almost the exact same thing.
They mean almost the exact same thing. So that was pretty easy to remember because the main thing is clear. Okay, last word of the day. Surmount. And then Katie, you can go.
Blue, please.
Katie,
Blue, please.
you can go.
Can I go after you?
I need to write this
Well, I'll make
down.
my list in a minute.
Hey, can I go there?
We're gonna make my list in a minute. We'll go in a second. Can I go?
No,
Hey, we're not making the list now. We are just doing the last vocab word. Surmount. Surmount is to overcome, to rise above, to conquer, triumph over. And so if you work really hard at something, you may surmount the obstacle. You may surmount the difficulty. You get past it. We just read Old Man of the Sea. The old man of the sea surmounted many challenges. Did we not? Yeah, he did. All right. Jason, I'm not sure you're supposed to be sitting next to Gio. I'm not sure that's a good idea. All right. How would you remember surmount?
Now as we get on.
Okay. You're getting on something, move on something. What else? Any other surmounts? Some obvious ones.
Mountain.
Yes, exactly. If you climb a difficult mountain, you've surmounted the mountain. You've passed the challenge.
Like a
And if you
summit.
hike,
Summit.
Have you hiked Mount Albert?
I can tell.
Albert.
I definitely not right.
You.
Okay, who else has been Mount Albert? Now, rules about going to the bathroom. Remember, guys, remember the rules. You cannot be gone long, 5 minutes or less. You can do that. If you're gone a long time, I'm going to put you at the bottom of the list. And I'm going to start making a list of who's going to the bottom of the list. So we're going to kind of keep that in mind here.
What if you say 5 minutes?
Some people never get to go because some of you are gone so long.
Like last time I didn't get to go.
Yeah, last time I didn't get to go, so I think I should get repaid that. Pretty please.
I can't keep track. You're all asking at the same time. Though.
I asked before you. I literally was asking you.
All right,
What?
going alphabetically.
Alphabetically.
What?
I say the first name.
Yes, sir.
I asked before. Are you with Jimmy and Jason before? Alphabetical order, dummy.
Because I cannot keep track of you guys.
That's not fair.
Guys, it's ridiculous that the list is this long in the first place. So
Why
it
is
is
she
what it
ahead
is.
of me?
You just did. Make it alphabetical. I started going alphabetical. All right, that's our list. We're ready to move on. Okay. And Gio, you're going to be gone a very short time today, right?
I thought you said it was alphabetical.
That wasn't. Guys, let's not fight about it. When everybody raises up their hand at one time, it is impossible for me to figure out who raised their hand first. When everybody's shouting at me, I cannot tell. So there you have it. All right. We're moving into grammar. I need to bring out your computer. You're going to need your computers today, so come out.
Yeah. Why not?
Let's get out our computers. Lizzie, you're next to an outlet. Yeah, Ricky next to the shelf there. Everybody get out your computers now. Hello, all you people who are sitting there chatting, it's time to get out your computers. Elliot, Courtney, Creamy, get out your computers.
I'm so good at trying to sleep. I got 9.01 out of 10. Crazy. Thank you, Jared.
Alright, computers out. Check out your phone or anything. Then you can't do the assignments, Bummer. You have to do it
Or-
all
or-
yourself.
do you have water?
You might, you don't have a phone? Seriously,
It's
don't
on
have
the
your phone, don't have an ID? Then you need to. I don't have that computer. Okay, so I'll give you the two assignments, you're gonna do them in 206. You do them on your own, and then come back when they're done, because you're doing that. Oh, listen. Take
You guys are Keep this.
it.
Oh, I think I have
Guys, you're not in elementary school, we don't have big cooing noises. We don't have big cooing noises. See, this is why we don't leave back
When
the
they're
chairs, the
trapped,
chairs
please.
break. And people get hurt. I don't, it's none of your business, but this is why we have to be careful in the classroom about things, it's none of your business.
I did not just think it.
We are gonna start out by doing our last grammar review of the day. It's the level 1 promise. And it's level 1, and level 1 is different than all the rest. The level 1 promise is the one that is going to ask you, what are the rules? So level 2 is practice, level 3 is practice, level 4 was extreme practice. Level 1 is literally, can you identify all the fanboys? And so a lot of the challenge for level 1 is most of the questions have more than one correct answer. And in order to get the points, you have to mark all the correct answers. So it's only 11 questions, but some of them have 3 or 4 for 5 or 6 correct answers. So find all the correct answers to get the points. So do level 1. Right, Bruno? Level 1 is what you gotta do. A quiz on this next set. Keep your stuff here. Because I want you to make guarantee you come back.
What level should I try?
Alright, so hopefully she'll let you stay. So, come back. You want to do grammar?
Level uno, numero
Miss, please go ahead. That's what you have to know. Miss, you have to know what all the answers are. Well, just imagine how many transition words start with
For and nor, but, or yet. So.
Can I use my notes?
I would try to not use enough since the quiz is on Friday. Let's see what you know today. You can always look at your answers later. But the quiz is Friday. Miss, what quiz is it? Level 1. Level 1 promise. You're not in fifth grade. I'm supposed to be about the noises last class. Yes,
What are we doing here?
okay, all those moves, noises is ridiculous. You're not in 5th grade. Stop it. What? We're still practicing. The graded one. I told you when it's graded. The graded is on Friday. The graded is on Friday. Oh, that's why don't we be quiet when people concentrate? Okay. Okay, Jill. I'm gonna start writing down names. Who parents do I need to contact today for the baby noises? This are absurd. You're treating. I don't want to hear any more obnoxious noises. I will keep track. When I will forget. Yes. This was your warning. After this list, this is your. And now everybody else after now is getting on the list. So stop making the noises. Yeah, I don't.
10, 11 Christians.
Oh, God.
Okay. yet. Just making our move. Just take the guesses and then you learn what you don't know. You learn more from getting questions wrong and looking at what you did wrong than you do from guessing and getting it right. You learn more from getting things wrong and missing them because now you'll be dwelling on it when you can't see the right answer. No, it's true. You get 11.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're good. So Courtney shows there. Courtney shows there.
Uh-oh.
Dang, she really snitching. Man, bro really snitched.
Maybe she was walking the wrong way.
Good, bro?
I'm good.
You want me to talk?
I think the answer is it gonna be which one?
This one will.
Like, if we, like, it says multiple answers, you might get 4 out of 5 will tell you which one to do.
This one will. This one's a challenging
Oh,
one.
man, Courtney's been out a long time.
She hasn't picked on that one.
Oh, yeah, she went out at like 2:40.
She hasn't gone on that one.
Oh.
What did she say?
Back in 1 minute.
She said you can't stay? We'll go the old school way. Hey, paper. I can get it on paper.
Ow, that one hurt.
That one?
Yeah.
That one?
That one hurt.
Quiet, please.
Sorry, guys.
Yes, you're making progress. You're getting stuff done.
Serious, man.
Good thing.
What?
Keep it up.
Walk it.
No, I can do that.
thought it would be in fact. I don't care about 9/11. I wanted to know what 9 divided by 11 is.
Guys, shut up. That's so funny.
No. Hold on.
We're almost done with grammar.
I missed 4 questions.
Um,
Oh no.
I
missed 4 good. I got
It's a little bit so
7.46.
frustrating, that's why we did it last.
I got a
This is the most frustrating
6.61.
one. Practice.
Is that a C?
You got one of the two right answers, that's good. You can do wrong.
I missed 4. Oh yeah, that's a D. Oh,
Alright,
no.
couple more minutes on grammar and then we're gonna move on to the next thing.
Is this summative or
This is still
formative?
formative,
Okay.
but this is the content that you're gonna be tested on Friday.
Formative?
This one is.
Damn, I
Formative
failed.
means it doesn't count yet.
Oh. Get my water. What's that?
Wow, remember? Oh, yeah.
Alright, folks, how are we doing on the grammar? How many of you are still on your first time through the grammar?
Wait, we do it multiple times?
No, well, you ultimately can, but for sure do it once. Everybody else done with the grammar?
I'm about to turn
No?
it in. It's gonna be bad, but.
Couple more minutes?
I will.
You've gone a little while, yeah, so maybe.
Ooh, I got a better grade.
Not as nice?
That's crazy. Dude, actually,
You're done with it, okay.
dude, miss, I don't win my score, but I almost got all of it right.
That's good. That means you know what that was. Fantastic. Fantastic.
The marks is great. I'm very happy about that.
I'm
on drama bet.
In fact, they're all practicing the test.
Okay, miss, I
Okay.
got, miss, I got like multiple check marks on.
Yeah.
Like the multiple ones, but I got like some.
Yeah, most of them.
questions.
Wait, that means you know stuff.
No, I don't.
But that means you know some stuff. If you don't have much read, that means you know some stuff.
Miss, I think this should be 0.75. It's just the answers and I got them.
Like, yeah, one wrong, you missed one. So there you
You're right, miss.
go. I don't do the math, computers do math.
No,
All right, guys.
I
So, guys, can you listen for a minute, please? Hey. So level 1 practice is basically, do you understand what the rules are? Level 2, 3, and 4 is can you recognize the rules in other questions? Your quiz on Friday is gonna be most like level 2 and level 3 practice. That's what the quiz on Friday is gonna be most like, so if you wanna review those kind of questions, level 2 and level 3, as you prepare, they're open. If you're gonna review for the test on Friday, look at level 2 and level 3, those will be the most helpful. Level 1 just explicitly tells you what the rules are, and so look at that too, because if you forgot what the rule is, it's part of the questions on level 1. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the next thing. And that is on your computers as well. In just a moment, let me get my screen back up to the right thing. And we're gonna look, I graded your papers. Your paragraphs on Old Man C, I graded them. So if you wrote one before
Yeah, and I
like 9:20 this morning, you can see your results. So what I'd like you guys to do, I think we got up to like 18 or 19 of you. Go to Schoology and open the assignment where you submitted your Old Man C paragraph. You can at least learn how to see your results.
I think I did submit mine like 9:15.
Yeah, it was probably right after I finished because I finished really early.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, folks. So what I want you to do is go to
You know what?
Schoology.
Gavin.
Go to the old man and the sea assignment, what? Okay,
Dude,
No.
restart.
This, this.
You hold the button down.
Look.
And
What if I do?
force
I'll have to
restart.
redo everything that I did.
It should save, it's cool, she's pretty good about saving.
31 billion.
You copied my
How many zeros are in a billion?
A lot.
Look.
Okay, so you guys, you're gonna go to, on Schoology, you're gonna go to the assignment where you submitted your, old man see paragraph right here, where it says old man see paragraph. Once you get there, you guys are gonna go, click on your blue assignment, it's a link to your assignment, and you're gonna open the assignment you submitted. So, everybody, let's do that now, let's see your feedback, especially if you turn in a paragraph.
I started on my new one.
How do I do my readings?
Why don't you read the comments, Jack?
I did my reading.
Okay, I don't know why this is up there. There's comments that I gave you on your writing, and I want you guys to know what the comments are and not why this is. Okay, so you guys are gonna open the assignment you submitted, and you're gonna get something with a bunch of highlights on it and marks on it and stuff like that. Yes, and go and see paragraph, click on that, and then click on the link to your submission. Oh, not that one, yeah, that one's just the ultimate. Okay, for those of you who are in the submission, you're gonna go to a new window, a new program called Turnitin.com, and your paper is there. And so take a minute to look at it. And anything in royal blue has been added by me.
What color is royal blue?
That's what yours was there this morning. You just added it, so I
Probably
can.
blue.
I bet when I get to it, there, there is where you find your comments. This
so smart,
is
Pizza.
stuff,
I know.
that's where the 27 is. That tells you what source that information came from.
It's like this.
Use that. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about Turnitin.com, you guys. When you go, can you listen so you can find out why you got the grade you got? Once you get into Turnitin.com, you're gonna see a whole bunch of stuff that highlighted in different colors. So most of those highlights match the number on the right hand side. There's like a little menu, you know, and then there's a bunch of boxes, and one of them is a number. That number is how much of your paper comes from another source. And that's any source that they have ever found in their internet database. That's anything that's been submitted to Grandview, submitted to another high school, published on the internet, etc. And so, like most of you guys use the topic sentence I gave you, so that's going to come up as plagiarized. You didn't plagiarize it because I gave you that. If you have a quote, especially if you use the man cannot be defeated quote, everybody uses that quote when talking about Old Man C, so that's going to be highlighted. I'm not worried about those things. If it's a quote and you cited it, you're fine. But some of you. But what this number tells you is that maybe your quotes are too long. If your number is much higher than 25, your quotes are too long in proportion to your paper. And so that means that maybe we go back to that rule where we keep the quotes short or talk about them a lot. So we want to go back to that rule. So the other thing that's going to show up is there's going to be grammar concept comments. Most of the grammar comments are computer generated. That means it's part of the computer program. If it is royal blue, then it came from me. Because the computer's way pickier than I will ever be. So if the computer, it's regular blue. Other things that you might see is you might see a little box that looks like a dialog window, and there's one on the side menu and there might be one in your paper. If you hover over the ones in your paper, that means I typed comments on your paper. If you click on this one on the side, a new window will open and there'll be comments about things you can work on and improve. And it will explain your grade there. So click on some of the buttons. So click on this blue one right here. Yeah. Did you turn your in today?
What?
Are you turning in mine
You know
yet?
where you finished? You finished my one.
I turned it in at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
I got it.
Dude, I can't watch it.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know that I should. I can read it. No, I read it.
What's our paragraph called again?
My article's coded.
No, it's not.
Hang on, you're not getting my feedback yet. I gotta adjust one more thing. The time is wrong. Hang on.
I need to redo
Did
my.
anybody see my comments? No, okay,
I don't see.
that's my problem, I have to fix
It
something.
is your problem.
1507, oh,
I
that's fine.
started doing it again.
Where's Maggie? I couldn't make the circle again.
Okay, now refresh your page, guys, in the Turnitin.com, and you should be able to see comments from me. I just had to adjust the settings a little bit.
Miss Agnew. I started doing my second one.
Good.
I didn't finish it though.
Good, just email me when you're done.
Okay.
Yes.
Sue, why'd you say Sue?
Blue, I can, try it. So you can click on the blue thing. Oh, well, refresh this page first. Refresh this page. So guys, go back to turn it in, then you'll see stuff in blue for me. You couldn't before because I screwed up the settings somehow. So that is, you'll see your comments now.
Why did that appear that it's been submitted in like 30 other places?
No,
I don't know.
really?
Wait.
That's crazy.
Or just go back to your Schoology page and reopen it.
Where'd you find that at?
Once you get in there, then you should see comments. Either I put
Oh, wait,
comments
never
there.
mind. I've seen it.
And if you see it, you go to the.
Damn, you went out for it. You just went out for,
I didn't watch
is
it.
that a
And
fun?
then-
No, I'm not, I'm not.
All right,
You've been out for.
so everybody,
I tried.
your comments, if you got comments and you find the end comments in the menu speech bubble, that you get an RAW at the bottom. There's some numbers attached to those. You all have an RAW at the end of those comments?
No.
Right, you should. Refresh your page.
Yes.
Yeah, you
RAW.
RAW, and there's a number behind it. And the RAW.
Drop class?
Did you
I
do
dropped
that?
class.
Or am I-
I dropped
am I not
class.
voting?
Here, I heard green for that.
Okay.
So if you got the end comments and the RAW corresponds with this rubric that you all have a copy of. R is your reading score, so on the reading rubric, if you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, that's what you got on reading. Analysis is the A and writing is the W. And then I totaled those scores together. So if you got a 2, 2, 3, that adds up to 7. And then you look at the bottom of this rubric, it says a 7 is a 75%.
Isn't that terrible?
That's a C. That's a C.
C's are passing.
These are passing.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Yes, sir, Jonathan.
Wait, Jonathan, I didn't. That puts you a little more.
At least I'm not like.
Okay, so guys, the suggestions you got on your paragraph about Old Man the Sea, that's suggestions. Couple things I noticed as I was reading them is almost everybody got a comment like you need to add more details from the story.
Yeah, no cap.
You need to like explain what's going on with a little bit more detail. And the reason why you need to explain what's going on with more detail is your quotes make more sense and work better if you add some details. You can develop reasoning if you add some details. So if we look at the rubric, when it asks you, can you have effective comprehension of the source? Well, if you're super vague and you don't add any details, I don't know if you comprehended the source. We all know this book is about a man who goes fishing and he hits some sharks. But I don't know that you know any more than that, and that doesn't mean you fully comprehend the source. If you don't give background for your quotes, I don't know if you understand the source. I don't know if you understand where that quote's coming from, why it's coming from something. So that background information is super important to show that you understand what the story. For reading. For analysis, the background information is important because Elliot, you can talk about specific details that are in the background information, and you can talk about them a little bit more, and it gives you more to say. Because if you wanted to get an A on analysis, it says it's thorough. You know, if you're just barely talking like what this means, you're probably very limited in your evaluation of what's happening, which brings you to a 2 on analysis. In the writing, it says it's cohesive. That means your points are together. Most of you had a good topic sentence and a good idea for a concluding sentence. So you had some cohesion there. But there were some things in the middle, like sometimes you forgot transitions between your examples. Or sometimes your sentences didn't quite make sense, so they weren't cohesive. And then some of you just really need to proofread. So that is the writing part. So thinking about what adding details and being specific and trying to make the most of your piece. The more specific details you can add, the better your writing gets. So you guys are going to do a short
Oh my
writing
gosh.
revision.
This is the worst thing.
And this one is due today. Technically, you could probably finish it in 20 minutes if you really focus. But you're gonna go do on Schoology Lamb revision 2. So remember revision 1 you did last class or started to do last class? I'm gonna show you an example of one you did last class. This one you're gonna do all by yourself. This one you're gonna do all by yourself. That's a revert, sorry. Let me get the right one. Darn it. Okay, Lamb, wait, no. I got too many tabs open, and they just cause problems. That's my rubric, that's that. Okay, so, for an example of a good revision of the first one, I don't know if we had time to look at this last class. The first revision that we did last class, this is an example of one that's been revised. Everything in yellow was changed from the original. It was either added or changed. So if you want to look at what kind of things are up there, there's details added, there's transitions added, the quotes are blended. This is an example of a revision of Lamb number 1. Lamb number 2 is a little bit different, so you can't do the same thing. But Lamb number 2 is missing a concluding sentence. I can tell you that right now. The quotes are not integrated and not explained, and it's really choppy, and it's like missing a whole bunch of detail. So you guys are going to complete Lamb revision number 2. It's an assignment on Schoology. And you guys are going to rewrite that paragraph or retype that paragraph and make it better. You can keep some. You can eliminate some. You can rearrange stuff, but I highly recommend you add some things. Definitely add some transitions, definitely add some details and some quotes to blend. And then you, when you're done, you can hit submit, and I'll tell you what your last assignment of the day is.
Say less.
So that's what you're gonna do next. Work on revising Lamb revision 2 by yourself. You may. This one's a great one. Courtney, here's the one. This one is.
Oh, I have an 18% right now.
That was 4 minutes. That was practice.
You clicked it. I did?
Form means you're forming your learning. Some is like math. Like revision 2, it should be on top right there.
Oh, my file has not been created.
What the L?
Right.
No.
This will take a little.
They drank all of my water. Yeah.
Sorry, that's kind of confusing for you.
Stop touching me.
Your hand.
Stop laughing. It's not
Didn't work.
You guys drank all my water.
You should have a free afternoon.
I want to.
Dude, when the donut takes, she's gonna take like 30 minutes after that.
Okay, you guys should write this thing. You guys gotta get this done today. You can do this. I would keep the first sentence for sure. And you might want to keep the rest just to make it better. Like, but you can change anything else. Unless you want to change unless you want to just make it. That's an example about how much it would change. And some is just crazy. Yes. Yep, you start beginning, and start typing what, start there and change whatever you want to change. So you may add stuff, you may cut stuff out. That's probably good.
It's cool.
Okay, Jonathan. So let's get this done. Yes. That's it. Hamburger coach. That's when you provide the background information beforehand. The burger is the hamburger and the box is the explanation.
Pizza on the pizza. I mean, pineapple.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That's our Grandview word for it. That's not really.
Well,
You're getting way too.
Alright, it should be, guys, we gotta work. Let's try to retype this paragraph and make it better as we go.
Can we use Valerie?
But the grammar's not the problem, the ideas are the problem. The grammar on this is not the problem, grammar's fine.
No, grammar.
Yeah, Grammarly won't help you add details.
I love grammar.
It won't add details for you. It might fix your grammar, but it's not gonna do much else.
I never had it.
It won't improve the ideas. Grammarly doesn't help you with ideas. About 85% of your grade is the ideas.
Really?
Yes.
85?
Yeah,
What's the other 15?
a big chunk of your grade are the ideas. The grammar helps. The grammar can help boost it up a little bit, but it's not gonna be, if you don't have ideas, if those quotes still don't make sense, if we're missing key details, you're not gonna get a good grade on the revision. It's all about the details.
Elliot's not gonna do that. Oh no, bro, Elliot's gonna take 2 years.
No, I was still person number 3, you have to wait 30 minutes.
Geo took like,
It took a while.
yeah, I took like 5
It took a
minutes.
while.
Absolute cancel.
I think we're
Miss, I only took like 7 minutes. That's not that long.
Miss, can I go? Like, Elliot's not gonna come back. In like
Guys,
5
we're
minutes.
gonna,
You must be better than that.
we're,
Make it 5, 6 minutes.
so pretty soon we're gonna have to do the class after break, and I'll have to walk you out in a line so we can all.
yes, I love those.
Well, I'm gonna start having.
Remember
Yeah,
Miss
yeah,
Jane?
yeah, yeah.
The Mr. High?
I can't leave you alone. That's probably every class alone. No, I really can't.
We're not gonna. Hey, I have my ears. Don't do that
When you
again.
just left before, we were.
You were good today. Yeah, you guys are mellow today. But you were throwing stuff on Monday.
What's the
so-
definition of mellow?
Mellow, like you're chill.
Yeah.
Did you just say melon?
Mellow.
Exactly like that.
Irony is dramatic. Irony, we talked about that. It's defined as
I
fast.
don't know what that means.
That's up to you. If you think you need it, keep it. If you don't, don't. That's up to you. But you want to kind of explain how this is dramatic irony somewhere. But you don't need it. It's up to you if you want to keep it or not. So this paragraph, this revision 2 paragraph is worse than the revision 1.
Worse?
Yeah, so there's more to change in this one.
Oh no.
So.
My team is cutting my time.
It's not, it's a picture, so it's not, and you haven't had to.
Yeah, I saw that.
You can add in.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. Me too.
Oh god.
They're gonna.
This paragraph is like a 2-year-old.
That's right.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have your second?
I want to do this.
Don't do that.
It's a rough day. But
I'm white, so.
if anybody, you can use your story if you need your story on this one. So if you want to look up anything, we got packets here for you guys to look stuff up.
Look at my retainer.
Oh, you have one of the metal ones?
It's cutting my tongue.
Oh.
When I brush it, there's blood
Okay,
everywhere.
get some writing done.
If I can't cite
Guys, let's get this writing done. If you, we can set you up to get this writing done if you
I hope
just
I-
start typing.
I'm downloading Grammarly.
It's not gonna help you much, Lou, not for this part.
It's gonna help you a
And
lot,
then
bro.
first and then go there.
Oh god. I always be seeing ads on YouTube when I be watching.
All right, let's kind of keep this going.
Oh, we ain't even gonna make it down to Jason.
Retype the first you're gonna keep and rewrite, and then anything you change, you just change it up in your head. So you can make your changes as you go. I just left it.
Personally, I think about
Man, who's back on next?
What time? It's 3:07. She has till 3:12.
Well, no, what we're gonna start doing is just signing out what time you leave, so we know.
Grandma only has over 10 million.
Wait, because Kelsey.
She's back there, she's trying to.
Oh,
She's the
that
one who sits
Kelsey!
next to
I
me.
didn't know she was.
No, my
I've
tongue
been
is
here
hurting.
before.
Did you hack it? Here, I can set them up right here, there we go. Let's do this. Well, that's one way, but you gotta get working, typing your thing.
I used to see it as almost every day. No.
I didn't go see him.
And here's an example of another one. And then. Hey,
Miss, how do you spell C?
you're not.
Like movies?
S-E-E-N-E. So we're gonna start.
Oh, yo, what was that, Blue?
This is you, right?
We'll figure something out.
Okay, nah, I was messing around.
We'll figure something out.
I guess, right?
Grammarly beta.
Okay, why don't you work on your paragraph?
Yeah.
Paragraph is gonna write itself.
I thought.
Guys, this paragraph, we gotta keep working on the paragraph. Let's keep adding your details. Let's get this done.
I'm done.
I finished.
I'll give you your next, your homework and then do that with the next series. Finish the paragraph.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't want to do this.
That's the problem. So I will.
Semicolon, I can use a semicolon.
Well, that's too bad you're great for
You don't look a cat. I hate cats.
Miss, can I have the homework, please?
Today?
Can I have homework, please, too? I finished.
Me too.
I'm on my paragraph.
Miss, can I look up the homework app?
Time travel, bro?
Now I must have written the time down wrong. That's 3:13.
No way.
I think I wrote it down after she had been gone. I think she-
Yeah, you wrote it down.
I wrote it down after she had been gone for a little bit, so.
Can I get the homework, please?
What?
Can I have the homework?
Yep. I'm finished. Oh, good. I'll give you the assignment.
I don't want to do this though.
Do I submit it? Yep, you submit. You finished it? Alright, so the homework, the prompt's on the top, and then you just read and annotate what used as evidence. That's
Is
all
this
you
supposed to be a short story?
This is one page out of the entire book.
Wait, do I annotate
This is
Oh.
this is shorter than a short
Do
story.
I annotate?
And the prompt's on the top. It's not very long at all.
Annotate, you have to like highlight
Get that back
just
to the
some
side.
words.
It's not funny. Jonathan? Hey,
I would never.
Jaden, hold your pants up. What's that?
Becoming a white Edgar.
He is becoming a white Edgar. He's getting flashbacks.
You think there are good parts of the
You
video?
think I'm wrong right now?
Yes, there are
That's what
some
we
parts
do.
to figure out.
I'm not from the beginning.
Let's plug it in.
Oh, you were never Edgar. You had long hair.
You got it.
This long
Miss,
hair.
can I turn on my water again?
There's no plug my computer.
Wait, my water collapsed.
Can I put my water in?
Can I go? I want
Then maybe you don't share it?
Well,
Don't share it with others?
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of on you.
I didn't share mine. So I left it in my
Not yet.
head.
No. We're almost in class. Sedona, that was really not okay.
Yeah, Sedona. That was my
That
water.
was really not
I was
appropriate.
attached to
I'm sorry, I'll go pick it up.
Gavin, why don't you have a seat?
Here.
I was
You're
super
done with
attached to
your
this water
revision?
bottle. I
Yes.
just did that to my
Okay.
water.
Anybody else done with, when you finish your revision and you finish it? I'm gonna give you your homework, you can get it done before you leave the room today. Have you finished your paragraph yet? I will give it to you in a couple minutes, but this is due today, right now. We put it- we do that work. Okay. What?
Ow.
What? This is a 5-minute assignment, you should be able to do it.
It's easy.
It's super easy.
Yeah.
Super easy, although he may not have read the story. Yeah. Were you here when we read the story about it?
Just
That
read
might be
that.
harder.
Just read the story. It's in your packet thing.
It's a long story.
No, he's not gonna.
Mark the key details that provide insight into.
I think I just bit off my glue.
Oh,
Jeez.
Finish your paragraph. We've been on that again for
Oops.
25 minutes.
My dentist is gonna hate me. I always go back there every day.
Well, that means you took it too long. You need to get those paragraphs out there. And you need to finish it. We were pages from the end.
If I'm hiking, I'm not.
All I care about is.
Miss, I think I'm dyslexic. I can't read without like losing track of where I am.
Then cover up with a sheet of paper and follow the response.
Literally.
There's nothing wrong with that. I would do that. With me. Here.
Okay, I'm gonna have to lose track.
Just use the note card or something that helps. Nothing wrong with doing that. That's a good strategy.
What book is this from? Oh. Okay, I've never even heard that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
I hate this question.
Your parents, like, your parent, are you the oldest? They have no idea that.
I know I have to control
Oh, Miss, by the way, so next week and the week after that, I will be after
So you're just all your tests. I just posted a list of all those dates, that's next week and the week after. So you're gonna miss them. You're gone, out, you're gonna have a lot of makeup artists and a lot of
Either Wednesday night,
Okay.
and then we get back.
Okay, so you're basically missing the last 2 weeks of fall break.
Damn, you have a 3-week long
You
fall
are
break?
gonna have a ton of makeup artists that is mostly tests. That you are gonna have.
I did it.
It's gonna
Just I did the assignment.
All I'm gonna say is you're missing a ton.
I don't wanna do this.
Why can't I get that one letter? Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now?
Bro, I can stop hungry.
Gosh.
Maybe I can actually focus on it.
There we go. Just getting angry.
And I'm sure you're gonna test some of the other classes. Before you when you go on your almost every class is gonna have a test that week. You're gonna be on.
Murphy has killed her.
You better stay here.
Imagine.
No, I need to get
So that just
started. I'm
means-
trying to go D1.
So that means, well,
I
that
wanna go
means
to
you're gonna have to make a
Mexico.
schedule during the time period about what you're gonna do.
God, dude, I don't wanna go. I'm gonna be with my family. It's so
And then you won't be
it's
eligible.
gonna be awkward. Where
It's
else?
okay, Kaden.
That's like the standard place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, my mom's leaving. She's not home. Thank God. I'm gonna leave tomorrow. I'm gonna go home. I don't wanna go home.
Come get some.
Yes? Oh, you don't have softball.
Yes. Can I keep the
Yeah.
assignment thingy with Jiggy?
The timing thing.
Yeah, I know.
No, the assignment.
Yes. Walking around with my hand.
Boom.
Finish?
Yeah.
Yep, we'll get that done in 10 minutes.
I can't focus. I'm good.
I'm like,
I read it.
It's hard to focus.
so I just wanna do it on class.
Hey guys, let's try to bring the volume, let's, hey Gio, you're not done. Get done.
Oh my God.
Finish your paragraph.
Man.
This is the annotate.
Katie, you're gonna actually do that?
Well, we're gonna do something with.
Is that the first thing that
Wait,
you said?
good logo.
You can do that now.
I don't know how to.
This is all you have to do. It's trying to keep things. Well, it says read and mark any key details that provide insight to his character. If you're reading the homework, Tommy Cannon is the guy they're talking about. Not the narrator. The narrator is not.
So we're supposed to highlight stuff or like.
You should highlight anything that you think is important to understand the character or his thoughts. The character of Tom. Did you get Smith?
You think this is a good size one?
So he's
Did you
rich,
stop
huh?
messing with the lights tighter? No, it's just people are walking by.
He seems pretty
Are
high.
you talking about me?
No.
Straight up. Is it better than it was?
Is this still
Pay
like?
attention to the ones that gave you on the other.
Because I'm really stinking, I'm very hot.
Bye, please.
Yeah, I'm feeling way better today. Okay. Yes, I have a problem with reading. I literally have ADHD.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody seems to have ADHD, even though they aren't all like.
I got 88.
I'm actually diagnosed. I will bring this to you.
It's actually a tough class to be in.
Yeah, from Google Docs.
You can mark anything on it, you can write all over it, so much as mark anything. Fine. That tells you about Tom. And Tom is very.
See those letters up there.
Yeah. Then just put it aside and you can study grammar and just hang out. And I won't bug you because you did your work.
Yeah, she won't bug us.
But you gotta finish. Did you mark
I
reading?
did. I literally did.
Do you understand, Tom? You
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
a
like-
understanding of him?
He thinks he's super good.
Mark lots of details because you might need details.
He acts like he's super good, but he's actually
He's going
pretty bad.
Are we giving this to you?
You're gonna keep it till Friday.
Wait,
Do some
Leah,
stuff with it on
Leah.
Friday.
Wait, when's the next time we're seeing you? Friday?
Friday.
It's already Wednesday?
It's already
What the
Wednesday.
heck?
Where's Nick at back there?
It goes
I'll
like
give you
to,
guys this. So,
Underline and circle.
or circle.
it's not here, what time is it? Is it 23 or 28?
Give me that.
Do this all the time.
I gave you the other one. I already have your snap feeding.
No, I meant you're done. Here's your homework.
I did my homework.
All right, guys, keep working. You have stuff to do. You guys have stuff to do. Are you gonna?
That's sick.
All right.
My straw from my
Jason,
water.
are you done? Okay, then I'm gonna skip you for now because only 15 minutes. I want you to finish. Jimmy, are you finished?
Yeah.
Leave your stuff here, just go.
Really
I can't?
Yeah, but you leave your stuff here.
It smells like sweaty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bag.
You can go.
Ugh.
Yeah, read it.
Sweaty boys.
You only have 5 minutes, so literally, we're going, so crowds go. Read the crowd.
Okay, back.
Before Neil takes your sheet, you've got to do that.
Why? Yeah?
Did you finish the paragraph?
Have you gone to swimming thing yet?
I went swimming yesterday.
How was it?
What?
How was
It was pretty good yesterday, actually. It's usually not very good, but it was good yesterday.
You know what this is?
How big is it?
You know what this is? You know how big this is? You know what this is?
What?
Take a look. She just dropped it. That's embarrassing.
No, you guys, I
They're
don't know why she's
surrounding
up.
me,
I don't know
like-
why they're up. I don't know why they're up. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Here.
Nope. There you go. Okay, with you. Yes.
Is this enough edits?
Do you feel like you made some good changes? You think it flows better and looks better?
At least for my mind, yeah.
Okay, then submit it. There's no record number of changes, it's just the better paragraph is what you're looking for. So if it's better, we're good. Anybody who's
Oh, perfect.
finished their old man and paragraph who wants to get rid of the book? Anybody finished their old man paragraph who hasn't given me your book yet, but want to give it to me now?
I put it up there.
Perfect.
I'll give you the book next class because it's at my house.
It's kind of cold in here, miss.
No, me go.
It's always cold here. Welcome to my world. It's freezing in this room. Anybody else want to get rid of the book? If some, a lot of you already did, but some of you still might want to. Happy to take them back. Are you done with your book? Right? You want to turn it in the book?
No, I still. Aaliyah, you need to fix your button.
I know, but no, that's not.
You gotta fix
Yeah,
it
what
right
the hell?
Where is this section?
Excuse me, sir. Sir?
She's turning me black.
Actually, can I do my comments?
I'm getting black.
Yeah, okay. I know, but get it done.
Stop.
I'm
On my side.
Oh, yeah, black. I know what you're talking about. That is good.
Get that back to the
What
book.
the hell? My posture's so bad.
No, that's how you.
Loaning it to somebody? Yeah. Because.
Is this better?
Straight rock. Straight rock. I didn't see that.